Hey guys, Jesse Bayer here with a quick election update. So today is the 3rd, Monday, April 3rd. We had the runoff election yesterday, Sunday, April 2nd. What a interesting and strange and disturbing turn of events. So I'm just going to give you the quick recap, quick update, and get out of here because I'm super busy today. But so basically, what happened is right around 4:30, close, maybe even a little closer to 5, certainly between 4 and 5. The first exit poll came out from Datos, and it's a private exit poll company that has an incredibly good track record with accuracy. They were actually the only one that had it right for the first go around, the initial election that led to the runoff. They came out with their exit poll and had Lasso winning. Guillermo Lasso, the right candidate, had him winning by 6 points. So at that point, we had countrywide celebrations. It was over. Lasso made a speech. It was as a victor. Moreno went on TV and was like, "Well, we got to count all the votes," and it was very obvious that he knew he had lost. So then a couple of one or two government sort of sponsored exit polls came out, which of course showed Moreno winning, and then two more private sector polls came out, which showed Lasso winning between three, or was it about 3.5% and 6%. So all outside of the margin of error. There was really very little doubt. People were celebrating in the streets. I mean, it was over. Then the website where they tabulate the vote, where they count the vote, was offline. It was taken offline for the whole night. Nobody had any idea, any official results. And then a couple hours later, around 7, somewhere between 7 and 8, they just announced that they had won, that Moreno had won. The government just announced, they had tabulated 80-something% of the vote, and Moreno was, a few points ahead, and that was that. So from there, we had widespread reports of fraud, and then the vice president went on television. The vice presidential candidate for Lasso went on television, showing the fraud. They're flipping votes. So Lasso would in one district. Lasso had 200 with the paper where they tabulated it at the voting center. He'd have 250 votes, and Moreno had 110 or whatever. And then CNE, the election agency, they had it flipped in there. Once they calculated it. Then Lasso went on television and he he actually used the word fraud, and he said to Correa, don't play with fire, don't test the will, don't test the Ecuadorian pueblo, the people. Excuse me. So yeah, very, very interesting. Who knows what's going to happen at this point? Now we've got lawsuits and attempts at a recount, and the government just saying you're sore losers, you lost, accept it. And a lot of people very upset, and so we shall see where this goes. A lot of people are in the streets, a lot of protests. There was some violence last night, from my perspective, from the people I trust and listen to, but just having common sense and having eyes and ears. I mean, this was just a stolen election, point blank, no doubt about it in my mind. So. Take that as you will. Feel free to, agree or disagree. I'm just, of course, giving my opinion. But that is what we got. That's where we're at. That's the update. We'll see what happens. Thanks, guys.